I've just gotten back from the childcare run. It is Monday morning and it's a weekly vlog. It's gonna be an interesting week. So hi, hello, I'm Hannah. If you're new here, I'm an OG YouTuber, been doing this for like 14 years. I'm a mum, currently trying to conceive my second. It's taking a while. And I'm also in this limbo mid-career transition process and just documenting the whole thing. So this week, as well as the usual work, I have got a fertility appointment for a high cozy that I'm a bit nervous about, but we will see how that goes. And then in more fun news, I am going to be playing tennis with Jamie Murray. I'm convinced that this will be cancelled or postponed and it actually won't happen. But for now, in my calendar, on a Thursday morning, I'm going to be doing a tennis lesson with Jamie Murray. If you are not into tennis, Jamie Murray is a professional tennis player. He mostly plays doubles mixed with Venus Williams and men's doubles with his brother, Andy Murray, who you probably have heard of. I love tennis and I've been playing it since I was 7. So now I need to get on with some work, but before that I want to tell you about this video's sponsor, Skin and Me. Welcome to my salle de bain. I've been using Skin & Me for almost 3 years. It is really simple and effective skincare, personalised to your skin and your goals. This is the daily doser that you use in the evenings and the PM. And since using this, I've honestly never felt better about my skin. I don't wear makeup 99% of the time. And the other great thing about this is that it is designed by dermatologists. So it takes out all of the guesswork for you. I am somebody who feels very overwhelmed when they go into like a high street shop with loads of different high street skincare. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm doing. There are just so many options and it feels really good with Skin & Me that you can tell them about your skin goals, send them photos of your skin, and then your formula is personalized to you. And you know exactly how much you need to be using. This is the daily doser and you just twist it and the product comes out, and when it clicks, that is everything you need. I'm almost done with this one. I've got like a few days left, but they automatically send you your next one so you never run out. I've already got my next one ready to go when this one is finished. And Skin & Me have just released a daily moisturizer with SPF 50. Look at this bad boy. Oh, here's your PM daily doser, here's your AM daily doser. So dermatologists say that there is no point investing in skincare if you are not using SPF daily. UV rays are responsible for 86% of skin cancer and 80% of visible aging. So if you care about having some anti-aging products, then SPF 50 is the best thing out there. And most people aren't applying enough SPF. So with this doser's twist and click, it takes out all of the guesswork in terms of how much you need to use. And actually, I was quite surprised. It was a lot more moisturizer than I normally put on my face in the mornings. And if you're using active ingredients in your skincare, like in the Skin & Me daily doser, then it is essential to be using SPF 50 on your face. There are 3 different versions of this depending on your skin type: dry to normal, oily, combination, or sensitive skin. I'm an oily combination kind of gal, so that's the one that I've got. And it is fast and effective and designed to work with your routine. My routine hasn't changed at all since I started using this, other than I now know that I'm actually getting the correct amount of SPF on my face every morning. And these are made out of recyclable aluminium, which keeps the ingredients fresh and minimizes waste. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am not about that 10-step skincare routine. That is just not me. And the reason I like Skin & Me is because it just really is lazy girl skincare. I get all of the benefits of a skincare routine that I know is going to protect my skin and make me look and feel good, but just without all of the faff and the hassle and trying to make a decision, because somebody smart figured it out for me. So if you use my code Witton, YT, or click the link in the description, then you can get your first PM daily doser for $4.99 and your AM daily doser, your daily moisturizer with SPF 50 for $4.99, so both of them for under £10. And if you are an existing Skin & Me customer, you can use the same link and code to get your first daily moisturizer with SPF 50 for $4.99. Thank you so much to Skin & Me for sponsoring this video. I'm back to the vlog. Bye-bye. on the walk back home from dropping my child off, I have been listening to Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, the new one that she just published about astronauts, and I'm like halfway through, and that was a good sound, a positive sound. That's just like, it's intense. And I love Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, and I love sci-fi. So it's an interesting marrying of the two. The one thing from this that's like missing for me is the themes of lots of her other books around fame and being in the public eye and things. And all of those other books are all kind of connected, like they're in the same universe. You get the odd character mention in different ones. I don't know if this is. I haven't noticed any yet, or maybe I'm just missing them. I don't know. It feels quite different in that sense, but I'm fine with it because I'm a sci-fi reader. Okay, oh my god. I need to do a video review of an edit that my editor has gotten to me, and then I have a client call this afternoon, and it's been a while since I've spoken to them, so I just want to do a little prep because they've sent me some stuff over beforehand as well, so I want to clue myself in. Today is the only at home, basically sitting at my desk all day that I have all week. And I'm tired. Let's crack on. Video feedback done, and now I've got a bunch of emails, how sexy, that I need to get to because I don't work Fridays, so I'm usually greeted on a Monday morning with a bunch of emails, but I try and get at least like one bit of work done first, otherwise the emails can just like send me down a different route, and then the next thing I know the morning has escaped me. But I've done the thing I needed to do, and now we need to find out what else I might need to do. Had a little catch-up call with my assistant Moog, and now I need to have some lunch. Hungry. We did a bit of a kitchen reorganization recently, and this is our new pantry. Da 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 da! Dan's very excited about the fact that we can now like stock up on tins, which means tomato soup for me. We have a decently sized, smallish, medium-sized flat, but the kitchen itself doesn't have a lot of space in it. So this is a fun development for us. I made a stupid second guess that obviously couldn't have been the answer, so I ended up getting it in full. It's fine, it's fine. Hello. I just finished my client call and I have moved locations to the sofa because I fancy a bit of sofa work. My job now this afternoon is to write some emails and some email landing pages and pop-ups and like all of the copy for my new Creator Talks newsletter. Link in the description if you're a creator and you want to sign up. I should have a proper pitch because that's essentially what I'm writing right now. I have loads of it drafted. I just need to finalize everything now because I keep on going back and forth on whether I wanted it to be monthly or fortnightly, but we're just going with monthly because we're starting small, and then if I feel like I want to ramp it up, I can ramp it up. Starting like fortnightly or weekly and then being like too much and having to drop it back down. No, we don't want to be doing that. But essentially what I'm making is a monthly newsletter for ambitious and overwhelmed creators who want to feel fulfilled in their careers. And it's going to be short and sweet, and it's going to be very relevant to creators specifically rather than having more of an agency or brands focus. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in signing up for, please join me. And let me know the kinds of things that you would find useful to learn about and hear about in the newsletter. Okay, I need to do this, and the other reason I came to the sofa was I was like optimistically thinking if I finished things early, then I can read some of my book. I have Fugitive Telemetry from the library, which is Murderbot number 5? Or 6? Honestly, I don't even know. So I better get working, and then maybe we'll see if I can reward myself with some reading before I go and pick up my child. I have just finished writing all of the newsletter bits that I needed to do. That took a lot more brain power than I was expecting. I've got 20 minutes, 15 minutes really, until I need to go and get the child. And I just have a few like bitty things I want to finish up before signing off for the day. So probably no reading, but I'll get a bit of audiobook in my ear for the walk. And tomorrow is a filming day and I'm gonna be crossing one of the things off of my bingo card. So we had an early morning Ocado delivery. Cheese! Because I need some ingredients for today's filming activities. So the video that I'm going to be making today is baking challah because it's on my bingo card and I just thought it'd be fun to film the process. However, just in proving time alone, it's going to take 6 hours. You don't have to eat that bit if you don't want to. Do you want me to chop it up?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Mummy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mummy.
Welcome. My working day is about 7 hours long. So also there is a menstrual cup boiling and sterilising away on the stove. No one thinks she's gone back to sleep. But I can do the first step of challah making now, before I take the child to his childminders, because it's a really quick step and then it needs an hour to 2 proving.
I have lemon juice and a nana.
No, you can have a lemon juice when we get back, not in the morning, baby.
Okay.
Do you want some water? Go get your bottle, I think it's on the floor in your room, and I'll fill it up with some fresh water. So that means that it'll be ready to go for the next step after I get back from dropping him off and have set up for actually filming the main video. You want to fill it up?
Yeah.
Go get your chair then. Right, let's make a pre-ferment. Basically the bit with the yeast with all of the rising bubbly bits. This is meant to triple in size, so this is what it looks like currently. You can barely see it, it's the same colour as the bowl. There it is. Da, 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 da. That's how big it is. I just got back and oh my god, it's so much bigger. Can you even tell? Can you even see it? I don't know. Oh my god, it's working, it's working. Okay, I need to set up filming now. So how long has this been proving for? It's been proving for just over an hour. Is this even proving? I don't know, whatever. So I've got enough time to set up filming and then we should be ready to go. I'm all set up and ready to go and I will see you in the next prove because we've got 2 more proofs to go, guys, and I'm just going to be getting work done during them. But yeah, I guess you'll see this video, I don't know, the challah video next after this one. Right, our dough is proving and I need to tidy up. Tidy up! Ta-da. So I've got an hour to 2 hours and after I've tidied up, I've got some work to do. This is the only reason why I could really justify filming a whole video of me making challah. Because yes, it is going to take me the entire day, but I'm still going to be able to get like 4 hours of work done whilst the dough proves over the day. So it's fine, it's fine. Also, I'm my own boss and I can make up my job and do whatever I want within reason. Oh gosh, I probably should find another way of scraping this off other than with my nail. This kind of satisfying. Gross. There we go. Nice, clean table ready for some plaiting later. I'm hungry actually, I just realised I totally forgot to have breakfast this morning. Right, okay, I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna do some work. Oh my god, I sat down to do some work and the Wimbledon ticket returns page was open and I was just like, refresh, nothing will come up. So many dates had tickets available and I was just like clicking and refreshing and I managed to get a pair of tickets. So now I need to find someone to go with. We figure that out later. We get the tickets first and then we find a friend. So when am I going? I've got court 3 tickets. The first time I went to Wimbledon was court 3 and I saw Fertility play. This is gonna be day 8. So the beginning of week 2 of Wimbledon. So I'm not entirely sure what will be playing on court 3. So I don't know about court 3, but on day 8 is gentlemen and ladies singles 4th round, doubles 3rd round. Ooh, so maybe I'll get to see some doubles. I do love some doubles. Mixed doubles quarterfinals, and then there's also girls singles 2nd round and boys doubles 1st round. So who knows? Court 3 could get a mix of it all. Oh my God. And I'm playing tennis with Jamie Murray this week. And I just got Wimbledon tickets. I'm feeling very pleased with myself, but I should really do some work now. I need to find someone to go with. Also, there is a work thing that I have that day that I'm now gonna have to be like, sorry, can't make it. I'm gonna be at Wimbledon. And hopefully we can move it, or I can like tune in from the court. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the situation is. Anyway, it's been an hour and a half and the dough has risen, but not by that much. So I'm gonna give it the full 2 hours. It's definitely bigger. That's bigger, right? I'm gonna give it the full 2 hours because I've got some other work that I need to do, because obviously I got very distracted by Wimbledon shenanigans. I've also realised that the week that I'm going to Wimbledon, I'm actually also already planning on vlogging that week, so fun. But for me to go to Wimbledon, Dan has to do pickup, and there were already 2 other days that week that he's doing pickups, so now there's 3, and I do feel bad. This is the partner guilt thing, because I don't really experience mum guilt, but I do experience partner guilt, and I feel bad about that because it does involve him having to leave work early. Luckily his work are very good about it when he has to go and do pickup. But yeah, 3 pickups in 1 week, which is essentially like 3 out of 4 days. We try to avoid. Drop off and pick up is my domain. But it's a classic case of like waiting all of this time for a bus and then 3 come along at once, because for the next few weeks, he's not doing any. So, but like 3 in 1 week, I do feel a bit bad. But Wimbledon. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll see you during the next proof. Also, my friend Rosianna is coming to Wimbledon with me. Here she is. Now we just gotta leave that to prove for at least 2 hours, and hopefully double in size. But oh my goodness, my head hurts from that. I think it might have just been like, I don't know, the light shining on me or the intense rolling. But yeah, my head hurts. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's more work I need to do, but also I think I will need to go for a walk and eat something. We'll see. I need to take stock. I don't actually know what work I need to do right now. My head hurts. Right, we're gonna sit down for a minute. I try to relax, but I get back to my desk and Kit, the email service that we're using for the Creator Talks newsletter, has decided to pause email sending for us and are like, chat with us to help get this sorted. Moog started a conversation on their chatty thing like an hour ago and they've not responded. Apparently 24/7 support. Not today though. Not today. When we want to get these emails out today. So Moog has signed off for the day. Moog is only working in the morning. So now I'm sat here with this thing open, hoping somebody responds. And what I really want to do is go for a walk, is go outside, get something to eat, fresh air. I love technology. Whilst I've been waiting, I just filmed the Skin and Me ad for this video that you would have seen earlier. But I have a response from Sam, the AI support. Thank you, Sam AI support. If it's AI support, why did it take like over an hour? That's what I want to know. Is AI more efficient than humans? Anyway, so we'll see how long it takes Sam to get back to me again. Apparently Sam is active. Sam is online. And we can get this sorted. We can get this all set up and ready to go. It seems like I'm stuck here now. I think I'm just gonna read my book, wait for Sam to get back to me, and then hopefully when this is sorted, I'll have time to go outside for a walk and to get some food, because it's like 2:20. I did have breakfast at like 11 a.m. though, so the food and the eating is all over the place today. Anyway, I guess we're just chilling out here. Very pink today. I need to get out of the flat. My head is killing me. I've come to check on the colour. Has it got bigger? I think it might have gone a little bit bigger. I don't know. I feel like I should have like penciled around it so I could have like seen its original shape. Yeah, my head hurts. I need to get out of the flat. AI Sam says that somebody from another team will be in touch with me, and I messaged back being like, how will they get back in touch with me? Can I close this tab? And they've not responded. So thanks AI bot. I need to go outside. Yeah. literally about to walk out the door and human Michael has responded to me. At least I'm assuming he's human because he's not declared himself to be AI. I just want fresh air and food. Okay, all of the newsletter stuff is sorted, but I truly feel like my afternoon has been derailed. It's like 3:30 and I'm so hungry and my headache is still there and I need to get out. The challah is not rising. Look at it looks the same, right? It looks the same. Anyway, like I need to go and pick up my child in just over an hour. Is there even any point in leaving the house to get food? Because then I'm gonna have to eat dinner like, it's 3:30. I'm so annoyed. Right, I just need to leave the house. I'm gonna leave my camera. I need some peace and quiet by myself. And then I was just like sat there with nothing to do when I was like, I just need to be outside. I need to eat something. And now the chalah's not approving. And I was in such a good mood this morning and it's gone. Okay, bye. I'm back. I couldn't bring my camera with me. As you may have been able to tell, I needed to decompress. I have walked in the sunshine, I've eaten food, and something happened which has lifted my spirits ever so slightly. I got a free Pyrex dish container thing. I had enough stamps on my Morrison's More card. How thrilling. This cost 40 stamps. I had 44 stamps. So now I am the proud owner of this. Woo! God damn it. How do I get the lid off? Here we go. What's going on here? I just want to, here, come on, stickers. There we go. Fancy. Look, it's even got a thing to seal everything. Just like, make it, okay. I'm not entirely sure how that works. But anyway, ta-da! Okay, that's the good news. The bad news is this colour. I'm gonna turn my main camera on again and film a little challah update, but there is no way that this is going in the oven. I'm gonna be ready before I have to go and pick up the child. So, like, what have I done wrong? It doesn't look any bigger. It's been almost 3 hours.
What's this big one do? These are cool stuff. What's this?
That's the monitor so I can see what I'm filming. Careful stepping over the wires.
These called the wires. These hurt someone.
Well, yeah, if you trip over it, you could hurt yourself.
Yeah, and we can step over them.
I just had my Patreon live stream. I do them monthly and they're so much fun. We ended up ranting about how we much prefer TV shows to be released weekly because it fosters more community around a show than binge watching culture where like a whole season just drops all at once. What do you think? I just miss how it felt to like watch Game of Thrones every week and talk to people during the week about our theories and like what we thought was going to happen. Like, yes, that show ended terribly, but like being in it, being a fan of Game of Thrones when it was being released was thrilling. It was so good. And also I deep dived into so many like creators' YouTube videos, like diving into like theories and all sorts of stuff. Like, it was so good. It was such a good time. Where can I find that now? I don't know. Anyway, tomorrow is a work morning and then a fertility appointment, high cozy afternoon, which I'm kind of nervous about, mostly because I think it's gonna hurt. But then I have no plans after that, and Dan is coming with me, so I've got support, and then if I need to, I can just rest after. So yeah, see you tomorrow for more shenanigans. I'm gonna go and hang out on the sofa with Dan and see if he wants to watch some TV with me and eat some challah. Good morning. I've dropped off the child. I have an hour and a half left of Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I'm getting stressed. So this isn't a reading vlog, but I want to talk about this book for a second. The structure of this book is that there is a mission in space that has gone wrong, and you get a couple of glimpses of that at the beginning, but then most of it is set like a few years earlier and follows the astronauts before that mission and their relationships. One particular relationship. And at first I was getting a bit impatient because I was like, I want to go back to the mission that's going wrong in space. I need to get back there in the plot. And I was like, oh, I thought there was going to be a bit more bouncing back and forth, but instead we've actually just spent a lot of time with our two main characters. But I'm not mad anymore. I'm fully invested. And I think I've figured out what it was that like turned me around to feeling just as invested in the romance as I am in the like sci-fi space drama. And I think it's because we're seeing a long-term relationship. And yes, it's two women at NASA in the 1980s, so the kind of like tension and conflict isn't a will they, won't they? They kind of like figured that out like maybe in the first third of the book. And so the main tension and conflict is the fact that they have to hide their love. And that aside, I just love seeing a long-term romance where the book doesn't end when they get together. It's like actually seeing a relationship, even if obviously because of the circumstances it has to be a private hidden relationship, which has its moments of being like so utterly heartbreaking. And then the other big kind of relationship dynamic in the book is Jones, our main character, is with her sister and her niece. And that dynamic and everything going on there is equally just as like heartwarming and heartbreaking. And as a mum, reading those bits is especially gut-wrenching. As a mum, but I'm really enjoying it. But I'm also now like, we're an hour and a half left into this book, and the date that we are in like the main story is creeping up closer and closer to the date of the beginning space mission gone wrong events. What's gonna happen? I don't know. Well, I mean, I know some of what's happened, and it's already pretty sad. Pretty sad. Anyway, today is Wednesday. I basically just have calls this morning. I've got my weekly catch up with Moog. We normally do them on a Thursday, but because I'm gonna be out all day tomorrow, we've moved it to today. And then after that, I'm joining this like online group chat thing through Doing It for the Kids, which is this online community of freelance parents that I am in, and community members like host various different like online and in-person meetups. And this one is like copywriters and content creators like sanity check about AI. So I want to drop into that and just like hear what people thinking and saying about AI, because it's just something that just comes up so much with my work and I have such conflicting feelings about it. I'm definitely somebody who is more on the skeptical side rather than the hype side when it comes to AI. But I also know that it's like not going away, and I'm raising someone who is going to, you know, come of age and be using technology. Like my kid will not have known a world without AI. And so there's that. And then also with my job, it's becoming increasingly not important, but I just want to be aware. I just need to know. So I'm going to join that. And yeah, the sanity check-in is definitely something I feel like I need in that area. And then my video is going live. So I'm gonna be in the live premiere chat for that a bit. And then basically I'll eat lunch whilst that's happening. And then I need to go have a tube and some foamy fluids shoved up my uterus. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Forgot to mention earlier, but you may have noticed last night whilst watching TV with Dan, I painted my nails. I couldn't decide between green and purple, so I went with both because they're the Wimbledon colours. Not even going to Wimbledon this week, but just very excited about getting the tickets. But now, because of the tennis thing tomorrow, I feel like, I don't know, I feel a bit try-hard. I'm like, got me Wimbledon coloured nails on. But hey, I like them. They're fun. I'll probably do them again for when I actually go to Wimbledon. Okay, I've got this other call now. sanity check-in about AI. Let's go. The video is premiering and I'm just doing some bits and bobs whilst chatting away in the live chat. I gave myself a big headache this morning during my call with Moog, and then I realised that my monitor screen's brightness was at 100%. That's why, so I turned that right down. I don't know when that happened, but I can still feel the lingering headache from that. But I need to leave in like an hour. I need to eat lunch. And then I also need to take some paracetamol like an hour before my appointment. That's what they kind of recommended because it might hurt. So hopefully that will also help with the headache. The other thing I'm going to do is take a picture of these jeans. These are my like summer jeans, and I didn't wear them once last summer because they had a hole in them, or the beginnings of a hole in them, and I never bothered to get them fixed. But now I'm like, I want to actually wear these jeans this summer. Don't know if you can see, like in the crotch, it's like, oh, starting to come apart. So I got them out from underneath the bed. They're washed because, oh my God, the like musty smell. And now I'm gonna take a picture of that hole and send them to somebody that my friend recommended who does fixing and things. So let's do that. Absolute terrible slices. I feel like an absolute failure because I'm having my egg mayo sandwich in store-bought bread. The colour is shit. Spoiler alert for next week's video. But egg mayonnaise sandwiches are delicious. Right, I need to do Wordle. And then I need to Wordle, figure out how long it's going to take me to get there, take some paracetamol, leave. Is it going to be a PH? Is it going to be a PL? Plague. That's too many words, too many letters. It was planned! Got it in 3. Pretty pleased with that. Pretty pleased. What are Lucy and Leena saying? I'm seeing them tomorrow after tennis with Jamie Murray. We've got a banging business club. I'll be arriving all sweaty in my tennis gear. There is something about egg mayonnaise sandwiches that is so filling that I can never eat a whole one. This only has 2 eggs in it and I'm like, I am full. I think what I'm gonna do is wrap you up and put you in the fridge. And maybe I'll take this tennis with me tomorrow. Right, it's time to go. We're popping the paracetamol. Mild pain relief, here I come. I have found my husband's chest, shoulder. There he is. Hello. We are in the area of all of the private healthcare in London. It's very fancy. Well, that was anticlimactic. They couldn't do the procedure because I was bleeding from my cervix, even though I'm on day 9 of my period. Not my period, of my cycle. My period is finished, so they couldn't do the high cozy because there's a risk of infection if they like pump fluid through me and like move the blood around, and then also depending on where the blood is coming from, if it is like coming from high up in the uterus, so it's like part of my lining, I don't even know, then you can't get the right image, you can't get an idea of like actually like what is going on inside. So fun. Having a speculum inside you for no reason is really uncomfortable. And I learned that I have I wrote it down, I have an ectropion on my cervix. It's a harmless condition, it's absolutely fine. She was very reassuring that it's nothing to do with cancer, but it's basically where I think like the cells of the inside of my cervix have kind of like spilled outwards a bit onto the surface of my cervix, and we learned that that is probably what causes some of my bleeding after sex. So we solved one mystery, but now I have to go back next week and have the high cozy and hope that 1, I'm not still bleeding, don't know why I'm currently bleeding, that's quite unusual for me, and 2, because I'll be on day 17 of my cycle then, hopefully I won't have ovulated yet because they can't do it then. It has to be before you ovulate, it has to be in the first half of your cycle, but I tend to ovulate later in my cycle, so fingers crossed all good. But yeah, what a waste of everyone's time. How are you feeling?
We'll try again next week.
No, I have to get myself hyped up again. And I actually need to make sure I have a fuller bladder, because she said to me my bladder was empty, even though I'd last weed like an hour and a half before and had been guzzling down lots of water, and immediately after the procedure I had a wee, after the non-procedure. So I need to make sure I'm clearly really bursting for a wee next time. No going to the toilet before I leave. That's gonna have to be the rule. Arrived at Barn Station and bumped into Millie and lots of other people come to play tennis. Look at this, we've got a whole gang. So I won shot of the day, which means I got some free tickets to the Queen something final this weekend, but it's Father's Day, so I can't make it because I'm hanging out with my husband and my child, alas! But I'm very pleased with myself for winning shot of the day. It's been so fun. My cheeks are hurting so much just from the smiling and the laughing. Thank you, Millie.
Oh, thank you for coming. I'm so red.
I know, I feel like an absolute tomato. Oh my God. I got in a cheeky little rally with Jamie at the end then.
She did good.
Everyone was milling around. I just went up to her and was like, do you have a minute? Can we have a rally?
We were like, Hannah's playing with Jamie. It's great.
I couldn't. I had to give it a go. I was like fully prepared for him to be like, no. And he was like, yeah, sure, come on, let's go.
So you smashed it to use a tennis fan.
I love tennis. I felt like such a little swat with my like Wimbledon nails.
Yeah,
but I mean, I can't hide my enthusiasm. It's kind of...
You got to show it.
I am still so sweaty, but I am just around the corner from where I'm meeting Leena and Lucy for a banging business club, and I am hungry, so I'm gonna get some food and go into the toilet and clean myself up a little bit. I'm still on a high from today. I feel like also such a teacher's pet getting the shot of the day, but I am very proud of myself for that, and gutted that I can't actually claim the prize for the tickets on Sunday, but I got shot of the day. I need to find where I'm going and get some food.
Can I just say, guys? Sorry, I'll shout. I am 2 minutes early. Relish so in the proud of you. I know, it has been noted.
Not a good matcha.
It's not great.
I said that too loud.
But at least it's nice and green. At least it's
I said that way too loud.
and green.
I'm clean!
She's clean.
She's clean. Now she's got wet hair to deal with. Leena was just telling me about a Taylor Swift theory. Come on.
I think that she's probably going to do another drop of Reputation with like all of the tracks on it, but like everything else not changed because it'll make more money that way. I don't think she's just going to drop the Vault tracks.
Oh, you
know what I
don't?
mean?
You don't think...
Or she's going to do a doubled CD release where it's like...
OG Reputation.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. And then there'll be loads of like behind the scenes pictures on the bloody...
Do you
like,
think she's
record.
got original recordings of the Vault tracks that she'll release, or will it be her now?
I think you record loads and then you decide whether it's on the album or
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
So she must have recorded them.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think
they
she'd re-record
exist.
them. Why would she?
Nice shoe. Thanks. I feel very publishing garden party.
Yes, it's the perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
Engaged the moment
Pockets?
perfectly. Nice pockets.
And I'm like 80% sure I've worn this dress to the women's prize before, but we love that.
Sustainable overlord.
We love
Love
that.
it.
And we just can't forget the tennis racket.
The ultimate garden party accessory.
I've got a ball as well.
I'm gonna
so
challenge
like,
somebody to
who's ready?
a rally.
Right, let's go get in our Uber.
Let's do it. If anyone's interested, I'm wearing the same dress that I wore to the British Book Awards.
Yes, she is.
Go me. I changed up the lipstick though, you're welcome.
Last minute fit check. Yay, let's go. Here's the thing. I've not read any of the women's prize books.
But it's okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I've read many of them.
Yes. I mean, I've not read any of them ever, but not this year.
That's fair.
The only one that I'm interested in reading is Ministry of Time, which didn't make it to the shortlist.
No,
because it was
didn't.
sci-fi, and I'm like, I like sci-fi.
Yeah. Okay, so for fiction,
Yeah.
I think Fundamentally is going to win. I think it's a brilliant book. It's a crowd pleaser. I don't really understand how you could read that book and not like it.
Okay.
So I think it might be the one that most of the judges can agree on, even if they have like other favourites.
Yeah. The other one I've heard a lot of good things about, I think, is All Fours.
Also very Marmite. I'm reading that one at the moment. Incredibly Marmite for people. So I'm not sure if the judges would. Some people do love it, but like this has got to be a consensus.
Yeah. There's a panel.
And then for the non-fiction,
Yes.
I think what deserves to win is The Story of a Heart, which is the story of a heart transplant between two 9-year-olds, and it's beautiful and moving and really interesting.
Oh, no, I
and
don't
also
know if I
kind of
can
like
handle
the history of A&E and like why it's really cool and it's really well done. But I think that Raising Hair will win because it's won several other awards,
and that was-
everybody fucking loves rabbits. I
That
know
was
it's not
in
a
your
rabbit, but
category for the British Book Awards.
it was.
I guess, well, Alexei Navalny won that, but he's the man, so
Yes.
can't win the women's prize.
It's won a lot of other awards, and I think that it's a crowd pleaser.
You didn't
I
like
personally
Raising
don't
Hair.
think it would deserve to win. I think it's fine. It's a 3 out of 5, but it's
Yeah.
not particularly well written, and I don't think it's anything original. Sorry.
We'll see.
But I think it might win, and I will raise a glass like a grown up.
We'll say cheers, jolly good.
Cheers to that.
Congratulations to all of the shortlisted and long-listed nominees, and to the winners, whoever they may be. We have arrived!
Made it in without my ID, with my face alone.
I know. Someone was like, "Don't worry, that's Leena."
She said she is. She said she is.
A elderflower and something non-alcoholic thing. I don't know. They're going to announce the winners very soon. We just arrived and it's all happening. Tax the dolls, indeed.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the 2025 Women's Prize for Non-Fiction to The Story of a Heart.
I have a 14-year-old daughter, and it is a very difficult time to be a mother watching your teenage daughter grow up in the world in 2025. And in that context, I am so extraordinarily grateful to the Women's Prize for the vital and necessary work that it does to celebrate and amplify women's voices across the globe.
Delighted to announce that the 2025 Women's Prize for Fiction goes to The Safe Key.
I've been an avid reader of everything you've recommended for years now, and it's truly unreal to be at the receiving end of your huge consideration.
New York Times #1 bestseller!
Still makes people strong.
Does it?
Yeah. You got rocket.
You got a rocket hand.
Yeah, rocket.
Rocket muscles.
Purple, yellow, purple, yellow. Yay!
Do you want like one finger different colours? Like swapping fingers? So like this, purple, yellow, yellow, like that?
Yeah, purple, yellow,
Okay.
purple, yellow, purple,
Which colour do you want to do first?
and purple.
Okay. Right, hands on the paper.
No, next thing.
You can move that hand out of the way a little bit. Okay, other hand.
Then do this one.
Those ones will be yellow. So I'll just do all the purple ones first. All right, yellow. Right, I'm gonna do a second layer. Okay, because then that helps it look better. No, stay still. You're doing very good. Right, keep that hand up. Oh God, it's gonna be hot today.
Wow, yellow, purple.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wow, colourful.
Right, don't touch anything until it dries. Good morning. It's Friday. What do Fridays mean, Rowan?
Hot.
Hot? Yeah. What else is today?
Penny.
Sunny. What are we going to do today?
Messy baby.
Yeah, it's a Mummy and Rowan Day. In a shocking turn of events, I may actually be able to claim my winning tickets for the Queen's Club women's final tennis thing on Sunday, because Dan was just like, oh, I can just go with Rowan, our Father's Day plans, because he's honestly just like the best husband in the world. So we'll see. I feel slightly conflicted, but also I love the idea of him being able to like have like one-on-one like fun time with Rowan, because I get a lot of that, and then I would get to go and watch some tennis. But we'll see. But this week has truly been a bit of a roller coaster of emotions. I feel like it was a decade ago that I was making challah, not like 3 days ago. But yeah, and hyping myself up mentally for that high cozy, and then getting there and not being able to have it and having to wait another week. It's just, yeah, all very like, woo, in the emotions this week. But I feel like we ended on a high with yesterday with the tennis and the women's prize. So I'm feeling good today, and it is a scorcher of a day, and I get to spend it all day outside having fun with my child. Love that for me. Thanks again to Skin & Me for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, if you use my code Witton, YT, or click the link in the description, you can get a full-size daily moisturizer with SPF 50 for $4.99 and your first daily doser for $4.99, both of them for under £10. If you're already a customer, then you can still use that code to get this one for $4.99. So enjoy, especially as it's hot now. It's hot, it's sunny. I mean, even all year round we should be wearing SPF 50 on our faces, but especially now, people, come on. I hope you enjoyed this little weekly vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.